There is a messy situation happening at Adidas right now. It's been a pretty hectic week for Adidas. They launched a new ad campaign around the exhibit pack where they more or less called all the people who make unboxing videos of their boots on YouTube fakers, which was an interesting choice. I talked about it in a prior video. I'm past it though, nobody's offended. I just think it was a little bit weird. Either way, what I want to talk about today is the actual Adidas exhibit pack, the new boots that Adidas has put out that the pros are now wearing. But you'll notice that one boot is missing in this pack, and that is the one that belongs to the man himself, Messi. They killed his boot. But Jeff, what are you talking about? The Nemesis is right there. And you're not wrong. That is in fact a new Nemesis colorway, but it's not a messy Nemesis. If you haven't been paying attention, there are actually two variations of the Nemesis, even though they look very similar. The regular Nemesis and the messy Nemesis line, his own signature variation that has the exact same upper. There's no difference there. The only difference is going to be the colorways and of course the messy branding. And then the sole plate and stud pattern is technically different. A sprint frame rather than a torsion frame, with that specific sprint frame and stud pattern taken directly off of the Messy 16.1 and 16 Plus signature models. It made its way onto the Messy Nemesis 17 series, and now it's on the Messy Nemesis 18 series, which appears to have been killed off. Why does this matter? Because how do you take away the signature boot of arguably the best player in the world? Amongst the boot enthusiast community, it's pretty well known that the boots that Messi himself actually wears is actually a modified variation of the retail model that you can actually go and buy of his signature boots. What you might not know, and I know this only because I have a very close relationship with a bunch of different retailers, is that the Messi signature model, not just this generation Messi Nemesis, but the previous one as well, has not sold well at all. If you've gone to your local Adidas outlet, not only have you seen Nemesis boots, you've seen Messi Nemesis boots as well. So for the most part, the overall popularity, not just of the Nemesis line, but to get even more specific, the Messi Nemesis models, for whatever reason, people just aren't buying them. And that for me is the only real explanation as to why Adidas has made this move. The Nemesis line was launched in 2017, and while there was some hype around what was an intriguing design, it's not a boot that really caught on in regards to popularity in any colorway. And with the second generation effectively being a slightly revised variation of the original, the popularity stayed very, very low. Same goes for the Messi signature model. It has not sold since they launched the very first one at the 2018 World Cup, whether that's because of the boot itself, the colorways, or people just don't want a Messi boot, which I can't really imagine why. But end of the day, if no one's buying it, then they can't really continue to produce them. So from a business standpoint, while it might seem like a bad idea to kill off Messi's signature boot, if they're just trying to save the Nemesis line in general, I don't think that it's a bad idea to have Messi wear the same colorway as other players wearing the Nemesis. Obviously, Messi is gonna have the most eyes on him, and whatever boots he's wearing are going to get a fair amount of attention. If people don't wanna buy his specific colorway, then I think it makes more sense to have Messi wear the same boots as everyone else, and hopefully collectively they end up drawing more attention to the line and gaining a little bit of popularity. And maybe there's a whole nother video that needs to be made just discussing the failure that has been Messi's signature models since Adidas decided to revamp the brand back in 2015. The Messi 15.1, quite possibly one of the ugliest Adidas boots ever made. The Messi 16 generation, not very well received, and then any of the Nemesis models, again, as they're killing it off right now, I think just goes to show that Adidas has not done a good job with a guy that has the potential to really market a boot, you would think, in a very, very positive way. And a lot of people misunderstand how these signature models work. Messi himself is not designing anything. Adidas does a design, Messi approves it basically, and even if he doesn't approve the retail variation that Adidas wants to sell, they make him a custom variation anyways. Messi's just being paid to wear whatever boot Adidas wants him to wear, and then he gets his custom version. So again, the retail models don't really matter that much to him, so I wouldn't pin any of the blame on Messi here. He's just playing the game, doing his thing. This has nothing to do with him. But Adidas, you would think, at this point in time, given how popular this man is, that they could give him a boot that people actually actually are interested in. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Messi's current signature boot is bad. Objectively, it's realistically as good as just about anything out there. But what we have to realize here is that the football boot industry in 2019 is very much driven by hype and the newest exciting thing. And there really isn't anything new and exciting about Messi's current signature model. Yes, it says Messi on there, but that is not enough in 2019, clearly, to drive sales to a new product. If you're going to have that player marketing his own signature model, I really feel like Adidas needs to do a much better job of not only hyping up whatever he's wearing, but actually giving him something interesting that people are going to be interested in. And that pretty much ends this discussion here. It's inevitable that we are going to see more from Adidas and Messi. He signed to a lifetime contract with the Adidas brand after all, but the direction that they go is what's very interesting, because will they continue with the signature boot thing where he only wears his boot and nobody else does? Or are they going to go the route of Nike with the Mercurial series as an example, where they give guys like Cristiano Ronaldo and Neymar their own signature colorway on the boots that everyone else wears? From a marketing perspective, that seems to work out a little bit better, and that's actually something that Adidas has done in the past with Messi back in the F50 days. Thankfully, that is not my decision to make, but I'm excited to see what ends up happening. If by chance you'd like to hear more about this particular topic and other very interesting football boot industry topics, I've started a new podcast that's called Boot Nerds with J. Mike from Unisport. If you want to check that out, I'm going to leave a little pop-up on screen to the channel. Go and subscribe, hit the bell notifications. We post a new podcast every single Thursday, or at least that's what we're aiming for. So if you haven't gone and checked that out, please go and do so. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, please support it with a like. If you have any questions or any ideas of your own for Adidas with this Messi situation, leave it down below in the comments, because I'm actually curious to hear what you guys have to say and what you think of what Adidas has done with the Messi signature boot series over the last couple of years, because I think it's safe to say that it's been quite the disaster. Either way, if you're not subscribed to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button along with the little bell notification so you get notified when the next new video goes live. All my social media information, that's linked down below in the description as well. Other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.